Get rid of their board. What's going on, guys? If you want to support our content and pick up this month's amazing Patreon rewards, you can do so at patreon.com/itresolves. If you're interested in custom playmats and sleeves, visit YourPlaymat.com and use code ItResolves10YP for 10% off your entire purchase. What's up, guys? Before we jump into today's video, I just want to give you a quick heads up. We have got a brand new series coming out called It Is What It Is, starting on February 8th at noon Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to put that schedule up on screen for you right now. It's a really exciting series with my good friend and fellow YouTuber Country Fried, where we are going to be building some jank decks in a semi-competitive historic format, just to have some fun and hopefully build some fun stuff along the way. So please do mark your calendars, check that out. It's going to be a lot of fun, and go ahead and subscribe over with Country Fried as well so you can get all of the updates from both of us. We will have updates on both channels, so please do check all of that out. Now let's get into the video. What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another standard gameplay video. Today we have got a silly one, but before we jump into that, I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody who has been subscribing lately. If you are not already, please make sure you do. It really would mean a lot to us. It's also a great way to get your hands on some free cards with our Kamigawa Neon Dynasty draft booster box giveaway. That's going to be happening on February 23rd, so we still got a little bit of time, but you do have to be subscribed. There are other ways to enter, of course, so please do check out all that information over on our website at itresolvesmtg.com. But let's check out this deck. This is by ManaMan, who I hadn't actually seen before, but on Aetherhub, they put together this list. He did play this list, so I will link his channel down below. ManaMan, thank you so much for sharing this over on Aetherhub. I really do appreciate it. But this is a sick deck. I haven't played it yet, so we're gonna be learning together. ManaMan, if you happen to be watching, share your tips down below, because I don't think I will be playing it perfectly. But it is an Elves deck. It's Golgari Elves, so we've got some interesting stuff. We've got Duskwielder as well as Jaspera Sentinel in the turn 1 slots. So this is obviously going to be ramping us. The Duskwielder hopefully going to be draining life for 1 mana every turn, which is kind of nice. The Elderfang Disciple here, of course, as a discard outlet. We've got the Infernal Grasp to deal with whatever we need to. Skemfar Avenger, one of my favorite elves, actually. A 3/1 for 2. Whenever a non-token elf or berserker you control dies, you draw a card and lose a life. So what this allows us to do is, even against things like the Meathook Massacres, the Doom Scars, the things that we're expecting to see, we still get a kickback. Now, yes, we lose some life in that process. That could be very scary, but it's definitely worth a shot. Elvish Warmaster here, going to be spitting out some elves. It's also a great finisher if we can get to that 7 mana, giving every elf we control +2/+2, and Death Touch is just brokenly good. Harald, King of Skemfar, fantastic little card. 3 mana, 3/2 with Menace. When it enters the battlefield, look at the top 5 cards of your deck. You can reveal an elf, a warrior, or Tyvar card from among the cards and put them into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Just gonna allow us to continue the plunge to a crazy board state. That's the goal. We've got Crippling Fear here. This is a great way to deal with opposing creature decks. We can choose elves, and then everything else gets -3/-3. So definitely a powerful spell for us here. Something we'll probably have to utilize against a lot of aggro decks. Canopy Tactician, going to be bolstering up our board and adding some mana. Tyvar Kell, fantastic card, going to be able to ramp us, of course, but also throw out some extra creatures, give Death Touch as we need it, and then, of course, that -6 emblem, basically saying whenever you cast an elf spell, it gains haste, and you get to draw 2 cards. Like, that's insane. That could really keep us going here. Harald Unites the Elves is a nice little saga. You mill 3, you can put an elf or Tyvar card from your graveyard onto the battlefield, so gives us a little bit of a reanimation thing, which is going to get us around some of those removal spells, sweepers, things like that. For the second one, put a 1/1 counter on each elf you control, so bolstering up our board again. And then for the third, whenever an elf you control attacks this turn, target creature an opponent controls gets -1/-1. So hopefully, if we are against a creature deck, we can just kind of get rid of their stuff nice and cleanly. And then here at the top end, a very interesting include. Cleaving Reaper for 5 mana. It's a 5/3, flying and trample, pay 3 life, return it from the graveyard to your hand. Activate only if you had an angel or berserker enter the battlefield under your control this turn. We do have Berserkers, like I said, with the Avenger and stuff, but curious as to this one. I think it's going to be an interesting one. In the land slot, we do have Hive as well as Lair, but no Field of Ruin, so we're not going to be able to deal with anything like manland relevant unless it's with the Infernal Grasp, of course. So all that to say, this is going to be an interesting one. Again, ManaMan, thank you so much for sharing this over on Aetherhub. I do appreciate it. Please check out his channel down below. It is a really good channel, actually. I highly recommend checking it out. But let's jump into it. All right, guys, here we are for game number 1. And yeah, I mean, I think this is a decent keep. We've got the Elvish Warmaster with the Avenger, which is certainly a nice little combo here because we can throw extra elves out onto the battlefield. And then later we've got the Tyvar already, which is kind of insane. Canopy Tactician on its own is quite good as well. So we'll see what the opponent's looking to do here. It could be kind of a burn style deck. Instead, it looks like Boros humans potentially. Let's go ahead and play out that Warmaster. I'm excited to see if this deck can work because elves in general is really sick. And funny enough, this is coming out well before, but the new series, It Is What It Is something that I'm really excited about. And one of the prompts about halfway through is actually, do we just play another Warmaster? Yeah, I'm gonna play another Warmaster. One of the prompts is actually elves versus goblins, and so I'm kind of excited to try that out. I'll attack. Let's see if they've got something. One of the prompts is elves versus goblins, and I have the elves deck. Now, I know it's historic that we're going to be playing in there, but this is kind of getting me hyped because we're supposed to record tomorrow for that, and so I'm kind of stoked about it. A little peek behind the curtain. We are well ahead of where we need to be for that series. It's going to be an awesome one. Highly recommend you guys check that out. Okay. So we can do this. Alternatively, we can do this. All of this is very good though. Let's go this route. Let's try and draw some cards here. I think that's the right way to go. Now they can double block here, so maybe that's not the best. Non-token elf we control dies. No, stop doing that. You know what, screw it, I'm just gonna attack in. If they want to double block, that's perfectly fine. We'll get that Hopeful Initiate off the field, and that's pretty good for us. So looks like they didn't want to. It's fine by me. We've got a heck of a board here. If we do just draw a land, it needs to be a green source, but we can just kind of dump our hand here and kind of get into a really good position. They are playing the Boros Wedding Announcement deck, which is such a fun deck. If you don't know, this thing is really sick. Okay, well, unfortunately not what we needed. However, it's not bad for us either. Let's do this. Just so we can get the extra tokens at the very least. We'll get this. We kind of need the ramp. We don't need another Harald, which is important to note. Do we just attack with all, and like if they kill this, they kill this? I'm actually going that route. I think we're on the very aggro train here, and I'm super cool with them blocking and making us draw a card. All right, kind of threw away something there, I know, but I think it'll be fine. Okay. Crucially, what we can do is just Crippling Fear on elves, like naming elves, and then just get rid of all their stuff, which is pretty good. Yeah, that's fine. All right, so we name elves. Get rid of their board. That was awesome. ManaMan, what a sick deck. All right, well, we did it. Let's move on to game 2. All right, guys, here we are for game number 2. And yeah, I mean, I think this is a keep. It's a little bit slower. Like, we don't have the Warmasters or anything like that to really flood the board, but we've got some nice stuff we can start with here, and hopefully we can ramp some things out. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about this. The Herald unites the elves. If we can ramp into that, seems like a really good spell because we can just do so much with it. We'll drop Lair first so we can drop the Sentinel. It's just going to allow us to ramp, which I think is obviously important. Little worried with the black. I think this deck is very, very good against opposing creature decks. I think it's a little worse against... oh, maybe this is a creature deck. I think it's a little worse against, like, the... what am I... The... Wow, I cannot think. Control decks. Why was that so difficult to figure out? I think control decks are going to be the struggle because they do have Meathook Massacres. They do have sweepers of other kinds. That's going to be a trick for us. So we'll see what the option is. We've got the Crippling Fear to deal with both of these at the same time, which is pretty nice. Without having to discard a card as well, which is very good. Ooh. Oh, I like that. All right, let's drop this. Do we just Crippling Fear now? I think probably before that thing can flip. We'll tap that. We'll name Elf. There we go. Just get everything off the field without having to take the discard as well. This is a card that we actually played yesterday in our mono black deck, and that Graveyard Trespasser, I'm telling you, is a killer card. We're hoping to get to a point where we can drop the Warmaster and then just play this. I definitely think that's kind of the plan. It'd be great to get Tyvar off the top because we could do so much there. Nice. The little Persistent Specimen with Fellstinger combo is pretty good. Yeah, dude. Draw some cards. That's awesome. All right, let's do this for sure. Let's do this. And let's do this. We'll just flood the board a little bit here. We'll tap this since we're not going to be blocking with that for sure. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I'll take another Warmaster. That seems pretty good. All right. So we are kind of on hold at the moment, of course, because they do have just a Death Toucher, which is difficult for us to fight through, but we have options later on. And that Harald, this upcoming turn should be a very, very good one. If we draw a land off the top, we'd be really set. If we don't, we can still make this work, so that shouldn't be a problem, but I'd love to drop the Warmaster and then the Harald, which we can do. It's just going to be kind of interesting, but that really floods our board, which is kind of insane. Hopefully they attack in. Okay, they're not. That's smart. They shouldn't. There's this thing. This is a weird one. I like it, and I think we'll see it do its thing very soon, but just interesting, that's all. All right, so that's going to give us a token. That's going to give us another token, and then we just drop the Harald. Tapping this and this. Seems pretty straightforward. Hopefully we mill something good here and we can just drop it. This seems really good for standard. I'll be honest. Now I know Meathook Massacre is a thing, so... Oh no, we whiffed! Oh no, we whiffed. Okay, well, that's fine. I'm gonna attack in with the Harald here. That feels really bad, I'm not gonna lie. I know it's only 3 cards and we didn't really lose anything yet, so I mean, I get it, but that just feels kind of bad. They may not block here, they probably just take the 3. Crucially, what we're trying to do is chip them away, because if we can get the counters out, we might be in really good shape here. Fully expect a Meathook Massacre to come down. No doubt about it. That is going to happen at some point. I mean, there's just no way that doesn't happen, right? Like, it kind of has to. Maybe not this turn. Maybe not. Okay. No, not this turn. Wow. Fascinating. Okay. Well. Yeah. I mean, we can activate this. I mean, I think we just attack in first, right? There's a lot of damage that they are facing down, so let's do this. They're gonna destroy that. That's annoying, but fine. Okay. If that's the best they can do, like, that's fine. We still have another Warmaster. And we just win. Oh my gosh. This deck is insane. All right, let's go for game 3. All right, guys, here we are for game 3. So far, so good with this list. I can't believe it. Everybody go hang out with ManaMan. He is a relatively small channel, as in like a couple hundred subs, but his quality of content and obviously deck building is there. So please go check him out. Absolutely worthwhile. This is phenomenal. I love this. I think we'll just go this route and get a card out of hand. The Skemfar Avenger is also just a nice card to have, of course, but kind of want to have something down first. This doesn't work on itself, so if this dies, we don't draw a card, but if anything else dies, obviously it does, so we'll see. Non-token, I should mention. Man, this deck is sick. I don't even care if we win this game. We've already won 2. If we can go undefeated, fantastic. If we can't, it is what it is. Eternal Thirst. What is this list? This seems interesting. All right. This seems like very near the, yeah, I'm just gonna block. I don't know why I wouldn't. This just seems very close to like, I'm gonna go the Elvish Warmaster, by the way, first, and then we'll drop like either Harald or the Avenger. I like getting this down as early as we can so we could get the tokens. This just seems very near like the regular bot mono black deck, which is kind of interesting. Maybe it is, I don't know. They're gonna attack in, I'm sure. And we're not gonna block. Just gonna take 1. Ow. We really didn't have to block this, but I feel like we might as well. This is just the straightforward. This is insane. This is really silly. Right. Well, with that in mind, I guess we go this route. Just so we can draw some cards, because we do need another land, but this Crippling Fear should be enough to kind of wreck them. I don't know. Do we attack in with the Warmaster, hoping they trade? Yeah, I'm gonna do it. If that's what this deck is, like, this is hilarious. They are gonna take the block. I am so confused. All right, whatever, that's fine. If they have like a little indestructible spell or something, that's fine. I don't care. They had the Compound Fracture. Okay. All right. Well, now these activate each other, which is kind of nice. This is a little annoying, but we just have Crippling Fear next turn, so this is just the standard deck. What in the world? This is so silly. Yeah, I mean, we should be able to just win this then. This is not a bot match. This is Blood Eye Mage. I'm telling you. This is hilarious. All right, we're going to just wreck this and attack. I feel bad. This shouldn't count, but we are going to count it because it is the 3rd game. But, like, this is stupid. Like, really stupid. All right, let's do this because this is just really good. We'll probably get the Warmaster back, yeah, and attack in. I'm amazed that somebody took this deck on the ladder. This is the ladder. Maybe they have something different? Nope, just murder. All right. I'm speechless. At this point, I am speechless. All right, let's do this. Let's go Harald, because why not? I just like that his name is Harald. My granddad's name was Harald, and so that's really funny to me. All right. I don't know what to tell you guys. This is stupid. Who brought this deck on the ladder? I'm not even gonna humor this. All right. Well, we did it. That was an undefeated run with this Golgari Elves build. I'm confused on that last one, but let's talk about this. All right. Well, first and foremost, let's just get this out of the way. ManaMan, that deck, amazing. Highly, highly recommend everybody try this deck out. I personally did not think that Elves was viable in Standard until I saw this deck. So ManaMan, perfect. Go check him out, guys. Go hang out with him. Go sub to him. He needs more subs. Go hang out with him. But
what an amazing deck. We went undefeated with this. I mean, that's insane. Now, granted, I do want to point out, as I said earlier, I do think against like basic control decks, Meat Hook Massacre decks, there's some built-in tech against them for sure, but you are going to probably struggle a little bit. The Avenger being in there does give you a little bit of card draw, so you can kind of draw back into the game for sure. And the longer the game goes on, the more mana you have, the more stuff you can play in one turn, which is what this deck is looking to do. But overall, I would say that's definitely going to be the struggle, as it always will be with a creature-based deck. But against other creature decks, dude, this thing is sick. I highly recommend checking this out, guys. This was a fun one. Thank you all for watching. Thank you to ManaMan for sharing this over on Aether Hub. And guys, I really hope you have a fantastic day. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you enter that giveaway as well. That's going to be an awesome one. But until next time, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you later.